Hello, history buffs! Welcome back to another deep dive into the fascinating stories that shape our world. Today, I'm diving into the rich and meaningful celebration that is Indigenous Peoples Day. This day is not just a holiday, it's a powerful statement of recognition and respect. You might be wondering, when did it start, and why do we celebrate it? These are important questions that help us understand the significance of this day. Well, let's get into it. The origins of Indigenous Peoples Day are deeply rooted in a desire to correct historical narratives and honor those who have been marginalized for centuries. Indigenous Peoples Day began in 1992 as a counter-celebration to Columbus Day in Berkeley, California. This was a pivotal moment in the movement to recognize Indigenous contributions in history. It was a way to honor the histories, cultures, and contributions of Indigenous peoples across the Americas. This day serves as a reminder of the rich cultural heritage that Indigenous communities bring to our society. Instead of celebrating Christopher Columbus, who played a significant role in the colonization and suffering of Native communities, folks decided it was time for a change. But why 1992? What made that year so special? That year marked the 500th anniversary of Columbus's arrival in the Americas. It was a moment of reflection and a call to action to rethink how we commemorate history. Many people felt it was the perfect moment to shift the narrative and start acknowledging the resilience and achievements of Indigenous peoples. This shift was not just symbolic but also a step towards justice and recognition. Fast forward to today, Indigenous Peoples Day is recognized in various states and cities across the U.S. Each year, more communities join in to celebrate and honor Indigenous cultures. It serves as a reminder to reflect on the past, understand the lasting impacts of colonization, and celebrate Indigenous cultures and histories. This day encourages us to learn and grow from our shared history. It's not just about acknowledging the past, but also about supporting Indigenous communities in the present. This means advocating for their rights and ensuring their voices are heard in all aspects of society. This means promoting their rights, their voices, and their contributions to society. Indigenous Peoples Day is a call to action for all of us to support and uplift these communities. It's a day of education, advocacy, and celebration. By participating in events and learning more about Indigenous cultures, we can all contribute to a more inclusive and respectful society. So, how can you celebrate Indigenous Peoples Day? Attend local events, engage with the community, and show your support. Read books by Indigenous authors and immerse yourself in the rich literary traditions of Indigenous peoples. Learn about the tribes native to your area and support Indigenous businesses. Understanding the local history and culture is a great way to show respect. It's all about showing respect and solidarity. By supporting Indigenous artisans and businesses, we help sustain their cultural practices and economies. Remember, every day is a chance to honor and uplift Indigenous peoples. This mindset should extend beyond just one day a year. But setting aside this specific day helps to amplify those efforts and bring greater awareness to their ongoing struggles and achievements. It's a day to come together and make a collective impact. Thanks for tuning in, history buffs. Your curiosity and willingness to learn make a difference. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating insights into our collective past. Your support helps us continue to bring these important stories to light. Until next time, keep exploring. There's always more to discover and learn about our shared history. Hey everyone, welcome back. We're thrilled to have you here with us today. Today we're diving into the myths and facts about Columbus Day, a holiday that has sparked much debate and discussion over the years. So buckle up, history buffs. We're about to embark on a journey through time to uncover the real story behind this controversial day. First off, let's tackle the big one. The question that has puzzled many for years. Did Columbus really discover America? Well, not exactly. The story is far more complex than that. Native Americans had been living here for thousands of years before Columbus arrived in 1492. Their rich cultures and societies were well established long before European contact. Plus, Norse explorer Leif Erikson reached North America around the year 1000, nearly 500 years before Columbus set sail. So, Columbus wasn't the first, but his voyages did spark widespread awareness in Europe about the existence of the Americas, leading to an era of exploration and colonization. Next, let's talk about Columbus himself. Who was this man who has become such a pivotal figure in history? He was an Italian explorer, but did you know he sailed under the Spanish flag? That's right, his expeditions were funded by Spain. Queen Isabella and King Ferdinand of Spain were the ones who believed in his vision and provided the necessary resources for his journey. Now, onto the myth that Columbus set out to prove the Earth was round. This is a common misconception. Most educated people in Columbus's time already knew the Earth was round. This knowledge had been established by ancient scholars long before Columbus's era. His goal was actually to find a new trade route to Asia, aiming to bypass the overland routes that were controlled by other powers. Instead, he landed in the Bahamas thinking he had reached the Indies. This mistake led to the misnaming of the indigenous people as Indians. Alright, let's clear up another myth. There's a lot of confusion about where Columbus actually set foot. Did Columbus actually set foot on mainland America? Nope. He never made it to what we now call the United States. He explored parts of the Caribbean, Central and South America, but never North America. His journeys were confined to these regions. One more thing, Columbus Day itself. How did this day come to be recognized as a federal holiday? It became a federal holiday in the United States in 1937, thanks to the efforts of Italian-American communities who wanted to honor their heritage. But not everyone celebrates it the same way. In recent years, there's been a shift towards recognizing Indigenous Peoples Day. Some states and cities have replaced it with Indigenous Peoples Day to honor Native American cultures and histories, acknowledging the impact of colonization. So, why all the controversy? Why is there such a strong movement against celebrating Columbus Day? Columbus's voyages led to the colonization of the Americas, which had devastating impacts on native populations. This period marked the beginning of a dark chapter in history. Disease, warfare, and forced labor drastically reduced their numbers. The arrival of Europeans brought about significant suffering and loss for indigenous peoples. This darker side of history is why there's a growing movement to rethink Columbus Day. Many believe it's time to honor the true history and resilience of Native American communities. In summary, Columbus Day is a complex topic with both myths and facts to consider. It's a day that prompts us to reflect on our history and the narratives we choose to celebrate. While Columbus's voyages were significant, it's important to recognize the full scope of their impact, both positive and negative. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and subscribe for more historical insights. See you next time. Your support helps us bring more content like this to you.